New Deltarune newsletter. Let me read it for you. Deltarune chapters 1 through 4 are almost out on PC, Mac, Switch, PlayStation 4, and PlayStation 5. It's also going to come out on Nintendo Switch 2 at midnight for your respective region. 2 points of advice around spoilers. If you're worried about seeing spoilers, try to refrain from using social media or video websites until you have sufficiently completed the game. Due to current media algorithms, if you're a big fan of the game, it's likely spoilers will be recommended to you no matter where you go. If you use social media and you know you have followers that don't want to be spoiled, think about how you post what you do. Nothing I can say will stop people from trying to be the first to show everything off, so just please do your best to protect yourself. Just be ready. Even before the game comes out in your region, the New Zealanders who get the game 3 hours earlier are probably going to come directly to your house and start taping thumbnails of Deltarune Chapters 3+4 All Bosses compilation to the outside of your windows. They might already be doing that. That being said, please don't rush through the game. Just relax and enjoy it at your own pace. At the very least, I personally recommend taking a break between chapters. The soundtrack will be available on Bandcamp and Steam. It will be available on other platforms, but not immediately after release. I'm sure you'll be able to find it after a couple days. Even if you use other platforms, I recommend buying the soundtrack on Steam. I'll be updating the soundtrack every time a new chapter comes out, so it'll be a really good deal. One warning, if you care about spoilers, don't read the track names until after you finish the game. I'm sure it's unlikely that any of the tens of thousands of people playing my game for over hundreds of thousands of cumulative hours will find any bugs. That being said, if the game crashes or the game reaches a point where it's not possible for you to progress, please email deltarune@fangamer.com to report any issues. And keep an eye on the fact page in the coming weeks, as we'll be posting any known issues there at the top of the page. Last week, we made some minor last-minute changes to fix up the game one last time before release. Because patches for Nintendo platforms require a different timescale, Nintendo Switch and Switch 2 will initially not have those changes. Therefore, there may be some extremely minor differences on that version. We'll try to address any issues that arise after release as fast as we can. Switch and Switch 2 will take a bit longer to update than other platforms. We updated the facts section of the website the other day with a few new questions, including info about how to import your save data. Over the past few years, countless times I've written out my thoughts on them, how I think they'll be received, and how they feel compared to Chapter 1 and 2 on what to expect. But it's fine. It is what it is. You'll figure it out. So if you're reading this, let me just say, thanks for all of your support. Without people like you, I would never have been able to make this game a reality. Of course, at this point, I'll make this game regardless of whether anyone cares or not. But it's more fun to share it with you, so thanks. I hope you have a good time.